First 6 games finished with 14 points.
Wow. So he's having a decent time. You know, it was a bit disappointing in Oklahoma, right?
Yeah.
And they traded him and we thought, okay, what's next for his career? Now, but they're doing well so far. He's a starter for Indiana. And let's see if they can make it. Yeah, let's see if they can make it into the playoffs. That'll be the goal at the end of the season. Elsewhere, we saw the Suns totally scorching the Brooklyn Nets for 122-114. Devin Booker scored 32 points in that victory for the Suns. Do you want to say anything about the Brooklyn Nets?
Yeah, I think.
Oh, man, what's up with that franchise?
You know, sometimes you just have a team who just doesn't know how to come to the party. Suns haven't had a fantastic season.
Yeah, I mean, they're one of the poorer sides in the NBA.
So for them to just blow them away like this, 122-114, it shows that, well, for the Nets, I think it's not a good one for them.
No, not a good one at all. They need to try and sort themselves out as soon as possible.
D'Angelo Russell is the guy you just have to give it to.
Right.
A season high of 33 points. Nets dropping their 3rd straight.
But they still lost.
Yeah.
So that doesn't really matter.
Enough.
That doesn't really matter. Let's leave the Nets and go and talk about the Thunder. OKC Thunder against the Milwaukee Bucks. They ended 110-91 in favor of OKC. Paul George, the summer acquisition, 20 points, and in that particular victory for OKC. How's Russell and Carmelo doing?
Yeah.
I mean, so far.
Well, they got a double figure, so which is more important. Carmelo Anthony had 17 points.
Okay.
Russell Westbrook added 12 points. So you
Just
see what I'm talking about? Because he's got this guy scoring, Paul George having 20 points.
Right.
So I think the pressure is not so much on him right now. So he can afford to give just 12, and he can have someone giving 20 and another giving 70. At the end of the day,
although
he finished an assist short of his 4th triple-double of the season, dishing out just 9 assists, grabbing 10 rebounds. So that's just always
not bad.
The target for him. Not bad at all.
Decent. And last but not the least,
Pistons and Lakers, so he had the ball.
Yeah, well, we have the ball guy. Yeah, the Lakers won that one 113-93. Lonzo Ball, let's quickly talk about him. He had a very underwhelming start to his NBA career, but in this game he played 28 minutes. Finished with 13 points, 16 of 13 from the field, so that's quite decent. 6 rebounds and 3 assists. So this guy is still a young man. I mean, he's 19. I know. There's a lot of pressure on him.
All eyes on him right now.
A lot of pressure, but I think he's got the talent, and he just needs a bit of time. And at 19, there's still a lot of years ahead of him in the NBA. So we'll keep monitoring the progress of Lonzo Ball. So that's it for the National Basketball Association. Celia, we're coming back. No, it's not home.
No,
actually.
we're not coming home here. We'll go to Mo Farah.
It's not home.
Okay,
it's African. Some Somalia.
Okay, he's British, right?
Okay. Shouldn't do the argument
again. He's British, you know. He's some. Okay, yeah, he's a Somalian. We know that, but he is British. He's a refugee. Went to Great Britain,
but so
and
they can claim him in Somalia. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
It can be claimed like
when you give birth to a child and you don't take care of that child, the northern, someone else has to do that. I think you can start calling that person the father.
Right.
Yeah. So it's not just about bringing up the child into the world. It's about taking care and nurturing and all that. So there's more to it.
Well,
okay. The story is the fact that he has confirmed that he splits with his coach. Salazar. What everyone is saying is that is it because this coach he's been on the fire for a long time now. He's been accused of having administered some banned substance to some of his athletes and all that. But then Mo Farah has come out to say that, look, the reason I'm doing this is simply because he's missing home. Right. He wants to go back to London. He's going to be leaving, the US and all that, and coming back to London. And that's one of the reasons he is leaving. He's been in Portland for a long time, since 2011. Right. So he feels coming home, getting to watch his favorite team, Arsenal and all that, getting to be with his family and everything. And since he's also switching, leaving the track and going to the road race now, talking about marathon. Right. So that's one of the reasons he feels he just have to, move back to London, which he feels is better. Going back home. People are reading meanings to it.
Yeah, I mean, people that are reading meanings, you could say they are cynics. Like you said, Coach Alberto Salazar is being investigated for anti-doping rule violations and for the last couple of years now. So you can understand why people might feel, okay, maybe something is about to happen, and Mo Farah is, has done the smart thing by, dissociating from Coach Salazar. But what he says now is trying to explain exactly why he's moving back to London.
Okay, now we'll listen to him now, right?
I'm moving back home, London. I really miss home. seeing my kids are happy they were in the summer at the World Championship. Yeah, I'm going to be back there. Very excited. Also, you know, no longer be coached by Alberto Salazar, working with Oregon Project. I want to thank each member of Oregon Project and Alberto for what he's done over the years. Yeah, so I'm coming back, and my new coach is going to be Gary Locke, who coached Paula Radcliffe through her marathon. So I'm very excited to start a new project, new start. I can't wait to be back home, and obviously can't wait to see my team, Arsenal, at the Emirates.
I think that's what is most important to him.
Right.
When you come back to London, get to watch Arsenal at Emirates. And Arsenal, you guys have to be very good. We know we are entering November, right?
Yes.
Okay.
No
now,
disrespect to the football they play in soccer, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't compare to what they play.
No, it's not the same. He understands, so he misses that a lot.
Let's move on.
Okay, talking about rugby now,
rugby.
where you have the South African rugby and
Big
sport
news.
officials are really optimistic that they can, you know, host the 2023 Rugby World Cup. You know, after their bid was recommended ahead of Ireland and France. So they have the facilities, they have everything. We know how huge South Africa is when it comes to, you know, rugby and all that. They've won it before. They've hosted before. They've won before during Nelson Mandela time. Remember, you know, what actually brought the blacks and why the apartheid government and all everyone together. So this time around, recommendation has been made. So they're
barring any major drama, last-minute drama, South Africa will host the 2023 Rugby World Cup. And some of the officials and South Africa's and sports minister, as well as SA, South Africa Rugby president, they have been reacting to that news.
There isn't much we're going to do. We just have to be professional and wait for those who are taking the decision to consider all the facts as presented today from the technical committee. And I won't say it will be just a mere formality, but what I know is if there have been an assessment and a technical assessment and an evaluation, to deviate from that, you would have to have very strong reasons.
I also believe it would be really tough for any governance group sitting there to make a decision against a recommendation, given the great process that we followed up until now. But that is still their prerogative, and each and every person in that council has got a fiduciary responsibility and a mandate that he has to execute, and we will stick to that process, and we will still accept whatever that decision is that has finally been made. But we believe everybody understands their fiduciary responsibility.